So I just got done watching the first 3 episodes of Cross Season 2 on Prime Video, and we need to talk. I specifically want to talk to you about what I am loving about this series so far, what I'm not liking so far, and I also want to talk to you about the moments where Alex Cross is actually making me lose respect for him. And lastly, I want to talk to you about who I am rooting for in this series. But before I get started, let me introduce myself if you're new here, and if you're not new here, then welcome back. My name is Brandi, and I realize that you could be on any channel in the world, but you're right here with me, and I really do appreciate that. So please go ahead and like this video. It really does help the channel out, and I greatly appreciate it. And also subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy watching TV show reviews and also movie reviews. Now let me start off with my rating of the season so far. Just the first 3 episodes, I would actually give it a 10 over 10. I am enjoying it so much. This series so far has me all up in my feelings. But what I really like about the season so far is that it seems to be ripped straight from the headlines. It's very relevant, very timely, and it's very Epstein files coded. It's a commentary on corrupt billionaires getting killed because they're involved in human trafficking, child labor, and exploitation, as well as other crimes too. And I love that these powerful men that are tied to this abuse and trafficking are getting exactly what they deserve from Rebecca and Donnie. And let me tell you right there what I like as well. Rebecca, ooh, I am loving Rebecca right now. She is such an interesting villain. She's so beautiful. I want to know more about her religion. I just want to know everything about this woman because she seems right now that she's doing God's work. Now, what I didn't like about this series, and it's very little that I don't like, don't get me wrong, but I did not like how it felt just a bit bloated. Like towards the middle of episode 2 through the beginning of episode 3, it was just a lot going on. It was subplots within subplots within subplots, and I was getting a little bit confused. It was a big shootout on the highway. Jeezy was hanging out the coupe, letting it ride sideways. Then we have Rebecca and Donnie. They was over in Mexico. I was like, what is going on right here? But listen, by the end of episode 3, everything had mellowed out and I had no confusion. And the second thing I didn't like about the first 3 episodes is that I am losing respect for Alex Cross, which leads me into the next segment of this video. The moments where Alex Cross was pissing me off. For one, the way he really wouldn't acknowledge to his ex-girlfriend Elle that he was wrong for putting her in the crosshairs of the serial killer Ramsey from season 1. He apologized to her that he was having a hard time grieving over his wife. He said he got therapy for that, and he also got therapy for his anger management, but he really did not want to say sorry to her for what she was really mad at him about.
I've dealt with the grief. I've dealt with the anger. I am the man you've always wanted me to be.
Did you deal with the lying?
It's like he wasn't understanding that he did not protect her. And that's what women want. We want to feel protected. And he put her right in a line of fire with Ramsey in season 1. And she's still heartbroken over that. And she's not going to get over it, probably. And the second way Alex Cross was pissing me off is the whole situation with Samson not knowing that his mother was still alive. Come on, man, that's supposed to be your brother. That's your best friend, and you didn't tell him. And I love how Samson said to him, like, listen, if I were in your shoes, I would have told you that your mom was still alive. And if you would have fell apart, I would have been right there for you to pick you right back up. And it's too early to say, but I feel like I might be liking Samson more this season than I actually like Alex Cross. And the third way that Alex Cross was getting on my nerves is that he told that little boy that he's going to bring him home with him if he could. Now, granted, the child definitely does not deserve to be caged up the way they had him. But Alex, you barely are there for your own kids. I mean, Nana Mama has to help him out so much. And he oftentimes has to call his ex-girlfriend for help with the kids as well because he's always on the road. He's working late hours. So how are you going to bring another child into the mix? And the child does not deserve to be in the deplorable conditions that they are in right now. However, Alex Cross should have had a conversation with Nana Mama first. Or maybe in the meantime, he could have just found another option besides telling the little boy that he could come home with his family. And the last thing he did that pissed me off, but this is kind of twofold actually, him sleeping with Kayla Craig. That scene had my blood boiling. I was so mad at Alex for that. Not only just because it's a black and white thing, you know, because we see Alex Cross in season 1, he was blackity black. You know, he was with his black queens all day. But now he's with Kayla Craig. Hopefully it's just a fling. But I was really more mad because he didn't listen to his boy Samson. Samson told him, like, listen, you know, don't get involved with her in that way because she is dangerous.
She's dangerous, fam. You know I know.
And this is just another situation where Cross is not respecting his friend. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in season 1 that Samson might have had an affair with Kayla, if I'm not mistaken. But that aside, even if he did, even if he didn't, Samson told Cross that she is dangerous. So why would you go ahead and sleep with this woman? And we all see what trouble that Kayla Craig is about to get into. And she is corrupt. You could just smell it on her, right? She is dirty. And she is going to drag Aldis Cross right down with her. In fact, I'm even speculating, this is just an early prediction, that whoever the mastermind is that has that much power and control over Kayla that made her friend unalive herself, I really think that he may be a powerful billionaire as well. One of the corrupt billionaires that might be on Rebecca and Donnie's list. And that somehow Kayla is going to be caught up in the middle of that, and Aldis Cross is going to have to save her, and then Samson is going to have to come in and save both of them. Now, let's talk about who I am rooting for. I love a series where it questions where exactly your loyalty should be. I mean, right now, we know that Rebecca is a serial killer. However, she is on a righteous path, and she is taking out disgusting men that are doing horrible things to young women and minors. So I am 100% behind Rebecca and Donnie. Just hopefully they stay on a good path though, and things don't go sideways. And I'm just curious to know more about Rebecca and Donnie and the list that they have, right? How long is this list of billionaires that they have? Is it really a bunch of court documents and everything like the Epstein files? I'm just real curious to know more about their kill list. I'm also curious to know more about their religion, because her religion is driving her, as well as avenging her mother's death as well. Secondly, I am rooting for Samson and his mom to reconcile. I know no matter how old you get, you want your mom. You need your mama in your life. I really hope that Samson could find it in his heart right now to just forgive his mom temporarily, just enough to help her with the murder case. If he gets enough evidence that she did not commit the crime, then I really hope that he has her back, and that, they release her from jail, and that they can reconcile and start building a relationship from there. I'm also rooting for Bobby Trey, but I'm only rooting for him so he could take out Kayla Craig. Kayla Craig got him out of prison so he could help her out, locating files so she could get to the mastermind and get ahead of that dirty gun. But listen, he is going to flip on her, and I really hope that he takes her out. And this is where it's important that I knew more about like the source information. Now, I did used to read James Patterson books like way back in the day, right? But I do not remember any other Cross books specifically. So in my heart, I feel like Kayla is dirty, but I do not know for sure. But anyway, if she is dirty, I really hope that Bobby Trey takes her out. I'm actually still rooting for Aldis Cross too. I obviously want him to crack the case, but I hope when he does find out that Rebecca and Donnie are behind everything and their reason for exacting these murders, that he does not send them to prison for the rest of their lives. And lastly, I am Team Lincoln. This guy was a great character, Lincoln Esteban. I love how he eluded them the first time when he was in the diner with that doctor, and I also love that he got away from the Homeland Security guy and he murked him. I mean, Lincoln is a real gangster. And we see that the cliffhanger on episode 3 was that he shows up at Rebecca's doorstep and she looks shocked. So I'm thinking like, listen, are they aligned in their goals? Like, are they on the same page? Because she looks shocked. But we know that he worships her. He sacrificed for her. So I'm curious to see more of Lincoln and Rebecca's relationship. But I feel like at this point, I am really rooting for Lincoln. But anyway, guys, enough of me rambling. Comment down below. Let me know how you're enjoying Cross so far. Is Aldis Cross getting on your nerves too? Are you liking Samson more this season as well? Comment down below. Let me know your overall thoughts. You guys stay safe out there. Until next time, peace.